Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about thin privilege. How about we do that?
Okay.
By Melissa A. Fabello in October 25th, 2013 in Everyday Fucking Feminism.
Fucking hell.
As you can see, Everyday Feminism might shut down soon. Click to help. Hashtag save EF. That's what I'm gonna fucking save. I'm gonna save EF. How about you save your fucking asses from this commentary, motherfuckers? This bitch right here is my friend Sotiris. Say hi.
Hello.
He's a bitch.
I am a bitch, and but at least I'm not a fan.
I am a bitch.
I love taking. I love taking it up the ass. I am a cisgender, genderqueer, pansexual, and I am very triggered.
You fucking fag.
I wonder how many retweets that hashtag has.
Who the fuck cares? Who the
Zero.
fuck gives a shit?
Okay, let's go.
5'4". You fucking short little bitch. You Lilliputian fucking whore. Fucking tiny.
Okay.
The size of my fucking shoe. Jesus. 125 pounds. As you can see, folks, this is gonna be very constructive criticism.
Oh, yeah.
With great points. It's not gonna be absolute mockery.
No.
I'm not doing this to fucking relax and vent and chill with a fucking buddy. No, I'm doing this for research.
Yeah.
I'm doing this to prove the truth about feminism.
Let's go into the main points.
Cut to the chase.
Cut to the chase.
125 pounds. I'm not cutting to the chase. Fuck you. My measurements are 36, 28, 38. I don't even fucking know what these numbers are. I don't know. Math is not my strong suit. Measurements are my strong suit either. Well, unless it's dick measurements. That is my strong suit. But that's for another topic for another time. I wear size medium shirts. Good for you.
Okay.
I wear large, thank you. And I'm not a chubby motherfucker. I just don't want to show the little. I have a bit of a belly, so I don't want to show that. But it's not too much. It's not too much. That's the thing. It doesn't show. The girls still think I'm a hot motherfucker. That's what's important. Size 7 jeans. I don't really give a shit. And in case you were wondering, size 8 shoes.
I was wondering.
We use different fucking measurement systems here in my country.
I was really wondering.
Of course. You always care about women's shoes. Come on, tell us about women's shoes.
I am a beta white knight, and I always.
You're also cis.
Oh yeah. What?
Actually, you're not cis. Sorry, I misgendered you. I fucking missexualized you. I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna bow down to you. No, I'm not, because I'm an alpha male. I'm gonna punch your fucking shit in.
Wow.
Well, okay.
Patriarchy.
It's called patriarchy, you fucking moron.
I don't give a shit. Cultural appropriation.
Yeah, because you're a Native American. That's what you are. You fucking bitch.
I have never walked in a clothing shop.
Clothing shore? In a shore? The beach? The clothing shore?
I have never walked in a clothing store unable to find items in my size. I have never been asked to pay more for a seat on an airplane. I have never had someone dismiss me as a dating prospect based on my body type, nor had someone scoff openly while watching me eat French fries in public.
People do that as a disclaimer. People do that because you're a fat fuck and need to get some exercise. Go please get some exercise. Otherwise consult your doctor so he can tell you to go get some exercise, you lazy fuck. Thank you so much. This was a public service announcement. We'll see you soon. Next time, bitches, get the fuck out of here. No, don't. We have more.
Now, it says right here, I have never experienced a doctor dismissing my concerns with a lose weight, feel great remedy.
But that's what you need to fucking do! Motherfucker!
She's thin. She's saying that these things have never been done to her.
Yeah, but if she was actually fat and the doctor told her that shit, he'd be fucking correct.
I know.
Go lose some fucking weight.
Okay, let's go.
The fuck am I doing those push-ups for?
That said, I want you to know two things. I am writing this article from a privileged perspective, and of course, fat people are so non-privileged, right? Like,
very privileged, much wow.
Yeah, and two, I am not here to damn, guilt, and embarrass thin people, but that's what you are doing.
A moralizing busybody is telling me that they're not here to damn, guilt, or embarrass me. I don't know if I can believe you. Your fucking lectures are getting really tiring.
I think we need to have a talk.
Yeah, you're my fucking mother now. You need to have a talk with me about my fucking porn addiction or something. I don't fucking know.
Because it's so easy to fall back and tire all excuses for why we're not privileged.
Yeah, I need to admit that I owe shit to other people. That's what you want me to do. But it's nothing. It's nothing. You're not here to damn guilt or embarrass me. No.
And I see this a lot when this topic of thin privilege is broached.
Do we even count as thin? I mean, I'm not fat, but I do have a bit of fat.
We are kinda chubby.
Kinda, I guess. But no, we're not fat though.
I bet feminists will.
Like we're not this. We're not this, but we're not this either.
If you are
and
not,
we're also men.
If
That's
you are
important.
not over 300 pounds, you are considered thin, and thus have thin privilege.
Like my belly is somewhere here, like fucking 25% of this shit.
Okay, let's go. How can I have thin privilege? I feel like shit about my body all the time. That's not privilege. Besides, someone called me out of my chicken legs the other day, and how is that different from calling someone fat? And I'm only thin anyway because I have an eating disorder, and trust me, that is not a privilege. That's correct.
Who the fuck told you this shit? Well, what anorexic basic bitch did you fucking get there to explain to you this shit? Who the fuck is making this point? I wanna find them.
I hear what you're saying, but I think it's time for us to look at these excuses, how they don't hold up in the grand scheme of things.
The grand scheme of things, that's what you people fucking care about, that's for sure. You sure care about the grand scheme of things.
Grievances versus oppression. Let me start off by saying this. Having a feeling hurt suck. Yeah, not like we want facts.
No one wants facts. No, we care about fifis.
Yeah.
Fucking fifis on the internet.
Not like fat people have a higher risk of cancer, like diabetes.
Fucking, yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Nope.
No, nothing. No risks to being fat. It's just beautiful, that's what it is.
We don't want our feelings hurt.
And I will never tell you just suck it up or get over it. I would tell you to suck it up or get over it, because you fucking can, that's why.
Because yes, sticks and stones may break your bone, but damn it, words really can hurt.
No, they fucking can't! No! Motherfucker.
And so can the general attitudes and behaviors of others. He told me I am stupid. I'm so hurt.
Well, to be fair, general attitudes and behaviors of others can hurt you, but only in like very extreme situations. It's not fucking go do some fucking cardio, you bitch. Like, that doesn't hurt.
When you get hurt so easily over insults, then you need to grow some thicker skin. Let me be honest.
You are, my dude, you are. Yeah, this is a fucking podcast or something. I don't know what we're fucking doing.
Rather, I'm here to put those feelings into perspective.
Perspectives! That's what you people care about.
Because personal emotion impacts simply are not the same as oppression. Oppression involves the systematic subjugation of a group of people by another group of people who have access to social power, the result of which benefits one group over the other, and is maintained by social beliefs and practices. Okay, let's talk about how fucking ridiculous and stupid this shit is. So, systematic subjugation of groups of people by another group of people. Ah yes, because all the fucking thin death squads are out into the fucking streets. They're finding every fat person around. They're grabbing their machine guns. They're just gunning them down. They're putting them up against the wall and they're just shooting at them. Like bam, bam. That's what's going on. That's for sure. Yep.
Who have access to social power. The people who have access to social power usually are rich fucks, and rich fucks can afford food, and they usually are chubby or fat. The result of which benefits one group over the other. So are fat people benefiting the thin against the fat? Because
just
logic.
Logic. Don't question it.
And it's maintained by social beliefs and practices. Ah yes, the belief of not being a fat fucking fuck sitting on your mother's basement on a fucking couch all day and eating Cheetos. I'm sorry for just telling you to go fuck yourself. I'm sorry for having that social belief.
In other words, oppression is a special kind of problem. Yes, a disorder.
Yeah, like their fucking periods, a special type of problem.
Here are 4 reasons why.
It is pervasive. It's woven through social institutions as well as embedded within individual consciousness. For a fucking reason.
For example, if you make a fat joke, everyone around is going to understand it because the culture believes that the fat is something to
to laugh at is widespread. Yes, it is widespread because you can get off your fucking couch. That's why. It is restricting. It restricts
Yeah,
people.
not like there are thin jokes. No.
No, anorexic bitches never get made fun of. It's not like I do that shit all the time.
It is restricting. Structural limits significantly shape a person's life chances and the sense of possibility in ways beyond the individual control. Take a look at this example of thin privilege. Go to the page.
No, I'm not going to the page.
Why?
It's 20 examples. I'm not gonna fucking do 20 examples. Are you
Let's
fucking
just
kidding me?
read one.
We have limited fucking time in our fucking hands. We have limited privilege in our hands. we can't waste it on
By
this
virtue
shit.
of not having access to these privileges, the lives of larger people are limited.
Yeah, it's not like you can become thin. No. That's an impossibility.
Nope.
It is hierarchical. Yes, hierarchies are actually a good thing. I know. I know people are gonna be like triggered and shit. No, they're actually a good thing. They actually work. There's a reason our societies are founded on hierarchies. It's just that we don't need everything to be hierarchical. But some hierarchies are good, you know?
Dominant or privileged group benefit, often in unconscious ways. Yeah. It was how it was told. You have wow, I am spacing out.
You can't fucking talk, bitch.
I know.
Come on.
Unconscious misogyny, how it was called, like
Internalized misogyny,
yeah.
that's what you're referring to.
internal misogyny.
Wait a minute. Dominant or privileged groups benefit often in unconscious ways from the disempowerment of subordinated or targeted groups. I need to say this. Whenever I actually call these people cultural Marxists, I'm in forums and shit, they tell me, oh, that's a conspiracy theory dating back to the cultural Bolshevism that the Nazis would blame everything on. When they talk about how there are privileged groups and then powerless masses below them, and that there are privileged elite and the powerless masses, the fuck am I supposed to call them? That's literally taking Marxism and applying it on a cultural scale. Literally, it's the very fucking definition of the word, and apparently it's a fucking conspiracy theory. My God, I can't even believe people.
Think of the example that I gave earlier about not being passed off as a dating prospect. I
need to say this.
Well, maybe they don't want to date you because they see you as an unhealthy person who can't control their weight and thus can't make right decisions.
Another thing, you don't have a fucking, you aren't entitled to a relationship. You aren't entitled to another human being's time, effort, money, whatever else you can get from a relationship. You aren't entitled to that shit. You aren't entitled to their love. You aren't entitled to any of that shit. You get rejected, suck it up and move on. That's what I do. That's what every other guy do. And whenever a guy tries to say overturn a no and make it a yes, you are the same people that call them harassers, sexual assaulters, and rapists. But whenever you fucking do it, whenever you fat people or you gay people or you whatever the fucking groups you claim you support do it, you're like, no, they're entitled to love. Why can't you guys just love them? It's bullshit.
Think of the example I gave earlier about not being passed over to the prospect. I benefit from fat discrimination because I'm more likely to have my OK Cupid message open since I have thin or average checked off in the body type box. I'm more likely to get a date. Humans are more attracted to well-shaped and overall attractive body. That's just human nature.
Of course.
The dominant group has the power to define and name reality. No, they don't. That is, they determine the status quo, what is normal, real, or correct.
No, they don't, but mainly they don't because we're in the age of the internet. Words, we have defined words and these definitions float around and you can find them. You know, you know what the definition of the word is. The party or the government or whatever is in charge cannot, whatever authoritarian organization you have in charge, could never do this shit. And it's not just dominant groups, it needs an authoritarian structure for this shit to happen.
Take a look at almost any store window mannequins or fashion magazine. If thinness is heralded as the status quo, then that continues to put thin people in position of power when it comes to determining what average or preferable is. Like I said, people like a well-shaped body and healthy body more than a body who is not as healthy or take care of yourself more than the thin body. Like, what is so hard to what is so hard to understand?
Another thing that I need to mention is that you can see how these people want to get rid of any fucking standards society could possibly have. From solid work ethic all the way to solid work ethic. This year, getting rid of thinness, promoting unhealthy body types, just promoting. I don't like to use this word because it's very outright. It has these outright connotations, and usually people can just dismiss you on the grounds of that. But it genuinely applies here. I think they're trying to allow degeneracy to flourish. The idea that, you don't need to take care of yourself. You don't need to tell others to take care of themselves. You just need to let yourself go, become as shitty as possible, and then you deserve to have shit handed out to you because you simply fucking exist. And it's just bullshit. Societies collapse when that shit is allowed.
Like, I'm sorry, but when I see a fat person eating McDonald's and stuffing themselves with 3 burgers, and then they have the audacity to say, this is my body, I can do whatever I want to it. I'm sorry, I'm just not attracted to you or your choices.
Alright,
take a look at...
when you have hurt feelings, legitimate as they are, it isn't the result of subjugation. Is there really legitimacy to hurt feelings? I don't think so. Well, where the fuck would the legitimacy come from?
The negative attitude towards you as a privileged person are pervasive, god damn it, restricting or hierarchical. I am dumb.
You're losing out on anything just because someone's words, actions, or belief had an emotional impact on you. True. And when you move past it, even if it takes years of work, which it very well may, that's it. It's over. Oppression doesn't work the same way. Oppression never goes away because everywhere you go, everything you see, everyone you know reiterates and reinforces. That's a significant difference. And that's why black people, fat people, aren't fucking oppressed. That you laid it out very fucking well. It's literally emotional impact. Emotional fucking impact. But thin people can hate their bodies. Who the fuck made that? Don't strawman people. I don't know anyone who would make this fucking statement.
Well,
it's a silly statement.
There are bulimic and anorexic people.
Yeah, they exist, but people aren't making this argument. I doubt there would be many who would make this argument.
I made a video this summer called How to Get a Bikini Body. Oh my god, I have seen this video. Have you seen this?
No.
It's basically a lot of fat people that say, do you know how to get a bikini body? Well, simple. Just don't go out in a grill and eat hot dogs. That's all they say. And the man on the beach and don't care about your weight.
Here's the thing, right? If you want to let yourself go, if you just want to stuff yourself with all kinds of fucking junk food and shit, and you don't want to take any care of yourself at all, and you just want to live that life, fine. That's absolutely your right to do that shit, okay? But don't come to me then and complain that I am fat phobic because I told you fuck no, I'm never dating you. Don't come to me. I don't want you in my fucking bedroom. You look like a fucking land whale. I just have no desire to just fuck you in any way, shape or form.
Okay, and I see this. It's repeatedly oft-seen on social media body positive mantra. Put a bikini on your body theme. And people were quick to comment that my message lost its meaning because my body adheres to societal beauty standards. Easy for you to say. They are referring to the part when the people said, do you know how to get a bikini body? Easy. Just eat whatever you want and don't care about the beauty standards. And well, they say easy for you to say because they are already overweight. But for thin people, it's very hard to go on a grill and eat a hot dog because many people gain weight very easily and they want to keep that attractive body of theirs that they have.
Here's the other thing, right? She says, because I want to be like, well, thin people can hate their bodies too, you know? Just because you think it's perfect doesn't mean that I don't struggle with it. She's correct when she says that she struggles with it because you genuinely have to put in effort to keep your body thin. You really do. So you were correct. But then she writes, but then I realized that they were right. No, they weren't. You put in effort to keep yourself thin, and you keep yourself thin. And you do that because of the benefits it gives you to be thin. You want the benefits? Well, you have to fucking work for them. Yeah. That's the reality.
Because here's the thing, can a thin person have body image struggles? Can a thin person be at war with the self-image? Can a thin person hate to look at the mirror? Absolutely. But not all thin people. And does that suck? Absolutely. Well, obviously. But the difference between these negative feelings and fat phobia is this. Fat phobia. The only person worrying about whether or not I'm meeting beauty standards is me. Only I care.
Yeah, only you care. It's not that we have so many other fucking anorexic people around. No. And that's not the same for fat folk. What do you fucking mean? When you're not thin, other people on the beach actually do take offense. When you're not thin, people really do think that you should be in a that you shouldn't be in a bathing suit. When you're not thin, people really do make your body their moral obligation. Of course, they don't like what they're seeing. They don't like seeing people who have let themselves go completely. They don't like that. Why the fuck would they like that? Now if they come up to you and they tell you to cover up, you can just tell them to fuck off. And that's absolutely your right. You have every right to go to the beach or swim or do whatever. But people don't want to see that shit. And that's fair enough as well. If they don't want to see it, they can go somewhere else. That's the reality.
And while your internal struggle is real and significant, the point is you might hate your body, but society doesn't. That's a thin privilege.
Yeah, because it really, when all these fucking anorexic girls are close to starvation, I'm sure their societal cred really fucking matters now, doesn't it? When they're about to fucking die. Yeah, that's for sure.
But skinny shaming, before you worry that, I'm going to disregard or otherwise undermine the bullying involved in skinny shaming. Let me reassure you, I am not going to do that. Let me address you now and loudly that no one should ever be ashamed for their body. I believe wholeheartedly
that the body positive community needs to be open to all body sizes, and absolutely it's problematic that people engage in making fun of thin bodies. Listen. Body positivity is a fucking meme. It's a meme. It's fuck it. Seriously, just fuck it. No, there's nothing positive to not being able to fit through the fucking door in your own house. There's nothing positive with not being able to fucking walk around the fucking house without falling down. There's nothing positive to needing to readjust yourself constantly because you're about to fall fucking over like a boulder because you're just huge in proportions.
Diabetes and cancer.
Not being able to fucking rise up from the bed, being stuck on the bed for like 10 minutes, needing a fucking crane to be moved around. There's nothing positive in those fucking in those body types. Nothing fucking positive. Nothing. There is something wrong with your body. You need to take care of it. You need to care about yourself. People hate others who don't care about themselves.
It's okay if you have like a little some pounds you are overweight, but it's not okay if your belly is bigger than your breasts. Like, why? Why would you do that to yourself? Do you enjoy yourself looking in the mirrors and seeing those slabs of meat? Do you really enjoy that? Or do you think, I made a mistake, I need to lose weight, but I can't. I am not able to. I am not emotionally and physically able to lose weight. Do you feel that, or do you feel optimistic about yourself? Do you think, oh, people will think I'm beautiful. I am beautiful in any way, shape, or form.
Listen, it needs to be stated, these people are fucking miserable with themselves. That's the reason they need the moral high ground so much. That's the reason they love it. They love sitting up in their little fucking towers and telling you, oh, you fucking pleb, you've got a terrible morality. How dare you think that, fat people aren't entitled to having attractive alpha males in their beds, or fucking thin thin female models in their beds. They love sitting there and fucking having these moralizing speeches and shit. They love just being, they love insulting you, and they love doing that shit because they're fucking miserable. They hate themselves. These fucking people hate themselves and trying to extract as much joy from life as they possibly fucking can.
And absolutely, it is problematic. Oh, go little blap. what it was. A little
Absolutely
bit.
true.
And it is problematic that people engage making fun of thin bodies. I would never tell you that jabs are your chicken legs, or insinuation or outright proclamations that you must have an eating disorder aren't hurtful, or that their effects aren't far-reaching, because they are. But what I'm going to argue is this: as horrible as skinny shaming is, and it is, what makes it different is that it does not involve a pervasive fear of hatred of thin bodies. And while its personal effects are certainly influential, it is not restricted on a social level. Let me be clear on two theories that explore how skinny shaming is fundamentally different from fat shaming.
I don't want to read this shit. I really don't. Okay. Skinny shaming as rooted in sexism. Let's see this. It's absolutely true that regardless of what our bodies look like, society policies them. Of course. That's because patriarchal structures benefit from this policing.
They just have to put some feminist propaganda. They just had to.
Of course. These people are intersectional feminists. What do you think?
This is everyday feminism.
Yeah, that's the fucking site. It's in the name.
And
arguably, skinny shaming is rooted in this type of sexism. Sexism!
Calm down.
Society wants you to recognize that being thin is in. But it is in. But not too thin, not that thin, because the goal is to keep you insecure. No, the goal is to keep you, healthy and with a balanced body. If you're fucking anorexic, or you're morbidly obese, you're unhealthy. You are fucking unhealthy. You're killing yourself. In one way or another. At any tabloid cover, The so-and-so has cellulite headline is right next to the does so-and-so have an eating disorder story. They both convey the same message. Ew, gross. For fuck's sake, we just can't win. In order to go all conspiracy theory on you... you've already gone there, sweetheart. That's for sure. But that's exactly what they want. They're the global elites. They echo. The Jews, the tribe. The bankers. Wall Street. Motherfucker.
New York Times.
What the fuck are we saying, man?
They.
And
you can set anyone you want here for you. Right here. You. They. Society, the media, the dining industry, the executive board of Patriarchy Inc.
Patriarchy Inc. Patriarchy Incorporated. Jesus.
Want women to continue the chase after the unattainable goal. I don't think you have realized, but men also have the same goals too. Like, what the fuck?
It needs to be stated that you call them unattainable goals. But I know like how many fucking girls, like 20, 30, that have attained balanced, healthy bodies.
And are very happy with that.
Yes. Another thing that needs to be stated is that, there aren't unattainable goals about women, there are about men.
Yes.
When, for example, they want you to have a six-pack, there are some men who literally cannot have a six-pack. They can't have a six-pack. No matter how much they work out, they just cannot have a six-pack.
Also,
they're few in number from what I understand, but still, they exist. These are people who cannot reach the standards set by society, literally cannot fucking reach them. And you don't see this with women, but you do see it with men. And these people would never fucking tell you this shit, because they don't care about men, they don't give a shit.
Yes, but that is not the only thing men are expecting from women. They are expected to have wealth. They are expected to have a high-paying job. They are expected to have the perfect personality, the perfect looks, the perfect... The perfect... I cannot speak. The perfect... What else? They are expected to be smart. They are expected to be everything at once, unless they are unattractive or can't be enough for women.
Well, I would disagree with a few of those points actually. Women don't care that much about the perfect looks, but yeah, the personality thing. Oh, the personality thing definitely. As for the rest, I mean...
A high-paying job?
High-paying jobs, yeah. Listen, not everyone can attain such careers, so it's very difficult for them. But listen, everyone does what they can, and then they settle for what they can get.
Also the penis size.
Yeah, the penis size as well, says my little fucking friend.
Homosexual genderqueer.
Yeah, the fucking homosexual genderqueer over here. Fucking Zir over here.
My pronouns are Harambe.
Fucking Harambe over here. You look like Harambe, you fucking bitch. But yeah, my motherfucker over here also mentioned the dick sizes. Yeah, women like those. Listen, I've naturally been blessed in like so many of these categories. So for me it's not a fucking issue, but I can see why it would be an issue for other guys, to be honest with you. Where the fuck is it?
But the difference, go
the
up.
difference?
The difference is that the discrimination that fat people experience at the intersection of sexism and fatphobia.
It's literally in the name. They're like,
There's another layer to it. So while, yes, shaming everyone is wrong and bad and sexist, fat shaming is with in extra fact that the skinny shaming is not. So they're not the same.
relax, wait a minute. So literally intersection. The intersectional feminists literally mention the fucking word. Yes. This is what they do. They take this topic and that topic and that topic. They somehow make it similar to feminism, and they fight for all these topics just together as a fucking collection.
Like, if you look at a perspective, wow. If you look at it this way, feminists have managed to involve the politics on the LGBTQ, fat people, racism, what else? Stop fucking looking at your phone, you piece of shit.
Why can't I look at my fucking phone? Jesus,
Because we're making a video.
I wanna see the fucking messages.
And
Jesus,
you expect to get many subscribers.
Of course, I'm gonna be fucking famous on YouTube. I'm gonna be the next PewDiePie.
Well,
Sure.
with this content, you're not. Well, I have an eating disorder, so privilege doesn't apply to me.
Fuck you.
The blog, this is... Yeah, wait, let's go to that blog.
This is thin privilege. That's the blogs I read. Actually, I read the blog called Sam's Flags. So I can't really criticize their blog choices.
When we explain that thin privilege exists, despite eating disorder status, we've had thin people with eating disorder take offense. And I get why that is. Because having an eating disorder is serious. Thank you for clarifying that. We didn't know that. And when you feel trapped in and controlled by your body, when you've reached that level of self-consciousness, and when you're suffering every single day just to make it through, it's unlikely that you feel your experience a privilege. Because an eating disorder feels like a curse.
Okay, we're gonna move through this article a bit because we've already spent 40 fucking minutes or so just rambling about this shit, so... Personally, yeah, fucking, I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give fuck you all.
Yeah, let's go share
Let's
that.
read her. Let's read who the fuck this is. Melissa A. Fabello, managing editor of Everyday Feminism, is a domestic violence prevention and sexuality educator. I'm sure that that domestic violence prevention doesn't work for men now, does it? Have you ever prevented domestic violence for when it's happening to a man? I don't think so. I really doubt it. I've definitely checked a lot of feminists, and that doesn't happen.
And sexuality educator.
Because of course, men are always the attackers. Always. They can't ever defend against a woman. It's not like women can grab the fucking plate and break it on the motherfucker's head. No.
Eating disorder and body image activist and media literacy vlogger based about Philadelphia. She enjoys we don't fucking care.
A professional sexuality educator, activist, and vlogger. Great career choices.
Okay, let's go.
And journalist.
Let's go what she enjoys.
She enjoys rainy days. Okay, I can't blame her. I can't fault her for that. Jurassic Park. Fucking dinosaur fags. And the occasional Taylor Swift song.
Well.
Jesus. Fucking Christ.
And can be found on YouTube and Tumblr. She hosts a bullshit shit.
What's the Tumblr called? Fuck yeah, Melissa Fabello.
She hosts a bullshit.
A bullshit.
Bachelor's degree.
Bachelor's BS. She holds bullshit. That's what she holds.
English education. Wow, you are very educated for that. from Boston University and MIT. In human
MED.
Yes. In human sexuality from Vinegar University. She can be reached on Twitter. Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah!
I told you her fucking Tumblr is literally this shit.
Fuck yeah! Fabello with her alcohol scene and book her for speaking engagement here.
M. Fabello, yeah. Read her articles here and book her for speaking engagements here. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fucking book her so I can lecture the shit out of her. No.
No.
Listen, let me tell you something. Look, 2 universities. She has literally done 2 universities, got 2 fucking degrees. It's important to mention that's what bourgeois cunts do. You know, fucking plebs like me could never even fucking try to get 2 fucking degrees. That shit doesn't fucking happen. I'm gonna have to stick with 1. He's gonna have to stick with 1. Everyone's gonna have to stick with 1. You don't get this shit.
Also, I love how she's talking about privilege when it appears that she's the most privileged person. 2 universities.
Well, she acknowledged her thin privilege, but I think she has to acknowledge a lot more than that.
Like the loans and so many loans she has to pay, and this talks about privilege. Like you really know about privilege. I bet the most. Oh wow! I missed my point. Fuck! God damn it!
We'll have to move on, man. Sorry.
God damn it! I feel like. She thinks she knows about privilege because one day she fell on a rock and she hurt herself on her knee, and now she thinks that she doesn't have a privilege because she fell.
I actually watched a very interesting video, and I think I know why all these fucking millennials are the way they are, why they feel so special and shit, and why they try to feel so special. They were raised believing that they were all unique and that they could do special things that no one else could. And whenever they would compete somewhere, they'd get participation prizes and not just a victory prize. And that doesn't breed the healthy attitude of competition that would be necessary in capitalism. It brings a faggy, socialist, compassion and cooperation cult that leads to this shit. That just leads to fucking downgraded narcissists.
Everyone is a winner.
And just fucking narcissists who feel that they're special and unique and can do extra things that no one else can do, and that they have experiences that no one else has. It makes these fucking people get into these groups, and they then start attacking everyone, just constantly being fucking shitheads to other people for just random arbitrary shit, because they just they just want to feel good about themselves.
Like, I have seen a video which is literally named which has in the video it is said that if you are homeless, if you are white, you have more privilege than a black person. If you are homeless and white, you have more privilege than a black person. Like, a person can go through so much. They can go through domestic abuse, they can go abusive relationship, bullying, all that, and feminists will say, you are white, so that means you are privileged, and that means black people have way worse than you, no matter what happens. Like, you can be autistic, you can have a disability, you cannot walk on your 2 legs, and because you are white, you are more privileged.
Okay, so that was a good point. I think we'll need to wrap this up.
We need to.
It's been going for so fucking long. So yeah. I'll see you in the next video. Have a fantastic evening.